New edition of Vikings Update. We opened with track and field this week. Vikings brought a handful of athletes to the Sioux City Relays in Iowa on Friday, and what a meet it was for Dennis Gonzalez. The VCSU junior won the men's 10K race in a time of 31 minutes 43 seconds. That is the third fastest 10K time in VCSU history and the fastest since 1989. Gonzalez just missed qualifying for nationals by 13 seconds. He bested a field of 17 runners. Vikings brought their main squad to Fargo for the Lyle Hokanson Classic. Vikings had 8 top 10 finishes at the meet against some strong NCAA Division I and II competition. Suri Geisler placed third in women's javelin, while Megan Johnson was ninth in the high jump, and Kiana Hansen and Maisley Dimmler had top 10 finishes in running events. On the men's side, Garrett Remick was third in men's javelin, and Elwood Ellenson placed 10th in the event. Nicholas Ernst and Isaiah Tivis both had top 10 finishes in running. Track and field staying close to home this weekend, competing at the Alka-Seltz Relays on Saturday in Jamestown. The Viking baseball team extended its winning streak to 9 games with a series sweep at Dakota State this weekend. Valley City State now a blistering 16-2 in the month of April. VCSU took both games on day 1 by scores of 13-3 and 3-0. Andrew Frank pitched a complete game shutout in game 2, allowing just 4 hits and striking out 8. For his performance, he earned the NSAA Pitcher of the Week award. On day 2, VCSU picked up victories by scores of 14-3 and 13-7. The Viking offense had 26 hits on the day, including a 4-hit performance by Tyler Ukestead in Game 1. Vikings are now 24-20 overall and 17-3 in conference play. VCSU sits in second place in the conference standings with 4 conference games remaining. Vikings close out the conference season with a series at Jamestown on Saturday and Sunday. Viking softball also picked up a series sweep at Dakota State this weekend, securing its spot in the NSAA tournament. The Vikings won both games on Saturday by identical scores of 8-4. In Game 1, VCSU scored the final 6 runs, including 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning to complete the comeback. Day 2 was all about the Viking offense, which erupted for 28 hits and 28 runs in the doubleheader sweep, winning by scores of 13-9 and 15-0. Ashley Metcalf pitched a complete game shutout in Game 2. Katie Anderson batted .583 on the week and scored 8 runs as she was named the North Star Athletic Association Player of the Week in softball. Viking softball now 19-25 overall, 10-12 in conference play, currently 6th in the NSAA standings with 4 conference games remaining. VCSU hosts Jamestown on Saturday and then goes on the road to Jamestown on Sunday to close out the regular season. And Viking Golf is wrapping up its season this week with the NSAA Conference Championships in Onalaska, Wisconsin. Teams will play rounds on Monday and Tuesday at the Golf Club at Cedar Creek. The top team and top individual advance to the NAI Championships.
Hello, I'm Zach Johnson here with junior track and field athlete Lenzel Koskela. Lenzel, what made you bring your talents to Valley City State University?
Well, when I was a senior in high school, I was going to enlist in the Navy, but I had the opportunity to play football here, and a couple of the coaches, Marty Costello, came down to visit with a few of the athletes on the football team, and it looked like a good gig. And I took a visit here, and it was a small campus, which I liked. The coaches and staff seemed pretty cool, pretty nice. So, and then Talon Frazier also put a word in for me, so I appreciate you, Talon, and and then I just proceeded to do physical education here, and it ended up being a good gig. So
nice. So word of mouth, some other people persuaded you to come in, is more so what you're saying?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, Lenzel, what would you say would be the hardest thing about being a student athlete?
Probably time management. The balance between going to practice and doing academics can really put a toll on you. Even if you work as well, I'd say that's even harder.
Oh yeah. Time management has been the number one thing that everyone has said. So yeah, time management is hard, especially with being an athlete.
Yeah.
All right, Lenzel. During your track or even in football, did you have any rituals that you partake in?
I always do the usual warm up. Sometimes I kind of do my own thing. I add on to the initial warm up that Coach Johnson gives us, but right before I run, I kind of kiss the VCSU emblem or the sign. And I used to wear a necklace, but I gave it to my brother that's in the Navy because he's enlisted for 2 years. Okay. So I used to kiss that as well, and I take a deep breath in and hope for the best.
And then just run. Just run. All right, Lenzel. Who is your favorite athlete?
I actually have a lot of favorite athletes, I should say, but for the ones who do follow soccer, I would say Eden Hazard, because he's just a magician when it comes to the dribbles. So
not Lionel Messi.
I like Messi as well. I like Ronaldo, but I'm a Chelsea fan, so that's my guy right there.
All right. All right, so I already know you're a dual sport athlete. So if you didn't partake in football or track, what other sport would you bring your talents to?
If VCSU had soccer, I would partake in soccer, but I wouldn't be that good at it because I never practiced it. But I would
Well,
like
if you had the team, you would have practiced.
if there was a team, I would definitely try to participate in.
Well, what position?
Probably a fullback, like a right or left back,
Okay,
because
okay.
I'm not too quick with the feet.
All right, Lenzel, what would be your favorite food that you would have to say that you would like to eat?
Probably pasta. When we always go on road trips, I try to get a pasta for sure.
Pasta is so broad. Like, what kind of pasta? Lasagna, chicken Alfredo?
I love
spaghetti?
lasagna. I love Alfredo. I do like just basic marinara, like
Okay.
some ragu and
Some ragu, the college life.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Lenzel. If you had to describe one thing that most people wouldn't know about you, what would that be?
that I partake in writing music on my free time or downtime. The time that I do have, I like to just write down some stuff on Microsoft Word and find a beat on YouTube and just kind of flow.
Do you have a SoundCloud account?
Not a SoundCloud, but I use GarageBand.
GarageBand, is there any way our viewers will be able to listen to any of your music?
Yes, if you type in Intervention 2, you should find some music from me.
Intervention 2. There we go. Well, thank you, Lenzel, for taking time out of your day and continue the great success that you've had in your track career so far.
Thank you.